Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Ben from shouldIGetIt.com, and in this video I'm going to be telling you all that I know about getting started with LUTs in Final Cut Pro 10. I also made a very easy to follow along PowerPoint that you can download. The link is in the description. It's totally free, and you can just follow the steps there so you don't have to watch the video over and over again. It's a really easy process. You just have to download a LUT, or as many LUTs as you want, and a LUT loader. So I have both of those linked in the PowerPoint file as well, and I'll be walking you through my screen right now. So you can see on my screen, I have some footage here of a Porsche GT3. You can see I have a LUT loaded onto it. So if I turn that LUT off, let me show you guys what the colors look like normally. So out of the camera, it looked like this. You can see that the car is blue, it has the gold wheels, and then you can see I made it a little bit, pop a little bit more using this LUT, and we can also control how strong that is. And you can think of LUTs kind of as filters for your videos. So you have ViscoCam for photos on your iPhone, you have Lightroom, and you can have different presets in Lightroom, and LUTs are kind of like that. And LUTs are super cool because you can get a bunch of different looks and use them on any of your footage. So I always recommend edit all your footage first, then add the color grade, but it can make a big difference. So if I go to, let's say, the video of my ceramic coating, and I go to this clip right here of me talking, I'll just get rid of the audio. I will super quickly add a LUT, so you can see the process here. I just added that LUT in, and I'm gonna pick, let's say, the McKinnon LUT, which I really enjoy. And you can see it's way too strong, but it totally changed the look of my footage here. And then I can just change that percentage, and boom, it really easily changes the footage. If we don't like the look of that one, we can go to a different file, and we can kind of click through a bunch of different options. And these are just really, really easy to get different looks for your videos. So I'll give you one that I use a lot. It's called Old West. And you can see if I turn this up, it now made the footage look a little bit older. So let's get started and let's talk about how to do this. First thing I'm going to tell you is the filming part. Now this is very important. When you film, you actually want as flat of an image as possible. And this is what I look like flat, so I just turned off the color grade. And you can see this is what comes out of my Canon SL2 that I'm filming with right here. Now, when I add the color grade back, that's what it looks like graded. And to do this with Canon on the lower entry cameras, I'll link a tutorial below for how to get a flat picture profile. On the Nikon cameras, this is the D750, you can see I can go to set picture control for video, and we have different options for standard, neutral, vivid, monochrome, portrait. You'll probably have neutral or flat as an option on your camera, no matter what you're using, Sony, Panasonic, Canon, Nikon, and you want to set it to either neutral or flat if you have that option. And that way you'll see the image comes out looking a little bit bland actually at first, and then when you add the color grade, it's a lot better. It's almost like shooting RAW. Don't get this wrong, this isn't raw video, but it's almost like shooting a raw photo versus a JPEG. Adding a LUT on top of a flat color profile really makes it work well, whereas sometimes if you have the camera add a lot of colors and vibrance, then you're trying to make it look different, it just looks really grainy and messed up. So make sure you set your picture profile to flat or neutral. Now, once you have that set up and you have Final Cut Pro 10 on your computer, of course, what you're going to do is follow the link to the FCPX LUT loader from Pixel Film Studios. This is a free plugin. All you have to do is hit add to cart, then go to checkout. You don't have to put your credit card in or anything because it's free, of course. And then once you get that downloaded, you're going to just run the file and restart your computer so that it gets installed. Then once you have that, you will see in Final Cut Pro, you now have in your effects panel under your video effects, this option for Pixel Film Studios FCPX LUT loader. And all you do is you drag this from your clip or from the effects panel onto your clip. And now you can see in the inspector, you have this menu here. Now, if the inspector is not showing up, you can either go to Window, Show in Workspace, and you have your inspector, or you can just hit Command and the 4 button on your keyboard, and you will see that pop up. So once you have that, you need to download LUTs. Now, there are a bunch of LUTs online. You can buy LUT packs, you can get free LUTs. I get my LUTs, I'm not sponsored, from freshluts.com. FreshLuts is basically a place where people can upload their LUTs and you can download them for free. So you can see there's a bunch of different LUTs on here. Let's see the Cinema LUT, and you can see this is what it looks like flat. So this was filmed flat. You can see that screenshot here. And then when you add the LUT, it adds a lot of blues and a lot of contrast, it seems like. So what we're going to do is hit download LUT, and then we're going to log into the account. So let me do that real quick. So go ahead and download your LUTs. I would recommend just like download a bunch of them so you can mess around with it. And once you have your LUTs downloaded, continue following this tutorial. So I've downloaded my LUTs and I put them in this folder called LUTs for video editing. So I have these random LUTs, and then I downloaded this pack of 35 free LUTs, which has a bunch of different ones. And what I'm gonna now do is apply the LUT. So to do that, again, you're just gonna follow the tutorial. So you're gonna add the LUT loader effect, and then you are going to hit choose external LUT. And so that's kind of the end of the tutorial, and I'll show you how that's done. So you hit choose external LUT on the footage, and let's go with Serpent for this one. So you can see Serpent makes it super, super blue, a little bit too much almost. So this is what it looked like flat. This is what it did Serpent. So the blue really pops out now, but that green is really strong in the back. And what's nice is with this LUT loader, you can actually bring it down. So, you can go from 0% all the way to 100. So I'll do about 50, maybe 60% here. And you can see that's the difference. So I'd say that looks pretty good. Makes the blue pop much, much more. The greens and reds aren't too strong in the background. And then you can also mess with the brightness, saturation, gamma, contrast, all that. And I recommend just playing with those on your own, because it is definitely a shot by shot kind of thing where I can't really show you exactly how to use it, other than slide up and slide down. But you should mess around with this on your footage to see how saturated you want the colors and all that. What is cool, however, is if you decide that you actually don't want a LUT and you just want to go really simple teal and orange, then we can just go to none. And we can pick the colors here. So I'll go to highlights. Let's say I want the highlights to be more yellow. So I can turn up the brightness or turn it down. So let's say I have that here. And I'll go a little bit yellow right there. And then I want the shadows or anything dark to be more on the blue side. So I'll go to the blues and go right here. Bring the brightness up. And now you can see this looks really messed up. And what's cool is then you can just go to color mix, go down. And now we just have a touch of that color mix that I made in about 15 seconds. So that is the easiest way to get started with LUTs in Final Cut Pro 10. Again, it's super easy. All you do is you download the FCPX LUT loader, which is free. Then you download LUTs wherever you find them online. I go to freshluts.com. And then you add that effect onto your clip, hit choose LUT through the browser, select the LUT file, and then you can select the strength of that LUT. So it is really straightforward. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will try to help you out as best I can. Follow me on Instagram at Ben Revson Photography and at A Car Photographer, and I will see you guys next Tuesday at 10 a.m. for the next video. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe. Peace.